Fielded in the end zone. It's Rousseau. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the first. Got enough space. Touchdown, TCU. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the grab. It's Nelson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Handoff to the lone back. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. Facing a 3rd down, he's short from the 26. Dropping back, it's Hooks. Caught near the sticks, it's Cooper. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now, they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
The RPO complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On the option. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the...
Trying to rumble in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cornhuskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Throwing right. Got his man downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Using his legs, it's Welch. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Off the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him.
There he goes! Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Dropping back, it's Hooks. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU! No mid-season.
Right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass, it's Hooks. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Welsh. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
He'll toss it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frog! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskers line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's hooked. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Pocket breaking down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Nelson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hooks. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be fourth and short. Now on the move. Crosses the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, TCU! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play. To the ground, he's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Let's go!
On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Makes the grab. It's Fung. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Nelson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air on 2nd down. Right on the money. Tripped up for the tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Goes to the option. Quick toss. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to pass. It's Savage. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because
big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Down to the 26-yard line, and a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Nelson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's got it on the right. Spin, still running. Off to the races to the right. At the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 13 to NC State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Savage. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Not one, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And some room to work. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down for this offense. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And another big run. There is nothing more frustrating as a defensive guy trying to stop a guy that you just can't bottle up. You can't get him to the ground. He continues to make big play after big play. I just don't have any more answers for him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day. And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to throw. It's Savage. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's